like we do at this time. And every time we do it, what up, everybody? It's your boy Costa Don, the Magnificent. Anyway, we're going to cut this shit real simple, real short, real fast. Cardi B breaks up with Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs say her BBL smells like Doki. He said he can't hold it no more. He went out, packed this shit, put his football in his duffel bag, and he was out of there. Cardi B sitting over there, smelling like a bag of baby wipes and doo-doo. She was crying. She said it's fucking with her mental health. Meanwhile, Offset having a celebration and saying, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. But he said that her BBL wasn't stink when he was with her because she didn't have a BBL. He said her breath was just stink. But anyway, shouts out to Cardi B. I hope that you pulled through your mental health ordeal. My prayers goes out to you. Shouts out to Cardi B. Let's get into what Stephon Diggs said about her stank BBL.
Life faster than a Sunday route run. Baby, it's scandalous. Let's talk about it. Let's start slow, like how Cardi used to move back in her stripper days. Graceful, but dangerous. Now, y'all know Cardi B been in the spotlight ever since she turned her Bronx hustle into platinum plaques. She ain't no stranger to headlines, whether it's about Offset, plastic surgery, or clapping back at the haters. But this time...
This time, her BBL smells like dodo. And Stephon Diggs said he is not going to hold back. He is not going to sit there and sugarcoat it. He said, Offset, you can have your baby mama back and take the brat with you. Damn.
She said folks was broke, dusty, ugly, and jealous. Said people couldn't afford the lashes she throws in the trash. She ain't addressed the BBL rumors directly, but she did say, ain't nobody ever complained before, but I guess these new clowns allergic to real. Phew. She mad, and honestly, rightfully so. If you still rocking with us after that bombshell, you might as well hit that subscribe because it's about...
She said that motherfuckers is mad and this, that, and the third, but hey, it is what it is, man. Stephon Diggs said your BBL stink, said he don't want no parts of it. He said he tried to put up with it, but he can't. But then, like a month ago, Stephon Diggs also got caught cheating, so he already knew that his time was up like Flavor Flav. You knew your time was up, boy. So what he do? I guess put it out there that Cardi B BBL stinks. And for NBA or NFL star to say that about a rapper, not too good. Not too good. Shouts out to New Jersey, Brick City 07103, and shouts out to all my subscribers and everybody who rock my channel. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you share, like, and smash the thumb up button for me, y'all. When y'all come in the building. Now, for extra. Oh, boy. Now, they saying that this is AI generated. I don't know. I know my son did the same thing, like I said, last year to his hair. Now, they trying to say that 607 Unk has something to do with this shit, y'all. A lot of people giving credit to 607 Unk, saying Unk put that voodoo. There's listed some shit called voodoo or something. And next thing you know, and he showed his hand. I don't know if he did this after the fact, but anyway. Hey, put the man in there. I guess they're giving him some type of credits. And like they said, any publicity is good publicity. They're trying to say that 607 Unk has something to do with the man getting his hand blown off. To anybody, young kids, you listening, don't play with these fireworks, man. Don't hold these big motherfuckers in your hand saying, oh, I'm going to light it. Because sometimes the fuse light roll fast and shit'll blow up before you can even cock your hand and throw it. That bitch done blew up, your shit in the air going back. All your fingers is gone. Hand is gone in some cases. In this case, they trying to say that this man blew off his own hand, so... If he did, you know what I'm saying, my prayers goes out to him, you know what I'm saying, because that ain't shit to laugh about or be funny about, you know what I'm saying. So, shouts out to 4 Extra, but, you know, Charleston White having a good old time with it, and so is 607 Unk. And prayers goes out to everyone out there in Texas. So far, 79 lives has been claimed. Numerous people, they can't even start to estimate how many people is missing. Flash floods hit out there. Swooped. A lot of lives, man. Like I said, My condolences goes out to everybody who lost a loved one out there in Texas. My heart goes out to everybody who's still waiting to hear what happened to their people. 700 some people missing from a a all girls camp. My prayers goes out to them. I hope they got away and just somewhere hiding right now until everything calm down. I hope all those people ain't take a loss like that, man. But hopefully the president comes in and help them out. Who knows? So far, 79 people gone. They haven't estimated how many is missing yet. Mm. A lot of people, man, swept away. This Homeland Security saying that they gonna step in and start trying to help out some of the victims and the families and things like that. It's crazy, man.
Down here, can you hear what the water took?
When this happened?
I was sleeping in there when it happened.
So how are you here?
That's a good question.
But it's hard to celebrate survival when death is still in the water.
What's even more tragic is I'm talking to Christian about how he was able to survive the flash flood. A body was found floating in the river.
The headlines can't keep up with the death toll, and neither can we. From July 4th to 5th, it kept going, from Hunt to Kerrville to Georgetown and Burnett.
It scared the hell out of me. And so, I can't believe this happened. And there was no warnings.
This was supposed to be a holiday weekend in the Texas Hill Country. Instead, we've watched families lose everything. And now the search for the missing is what matters. This is what's really happening out here.
This has got to be just the service you don't want to, but you feel you have to.
Absolutely, yeah. I think for anybody that can relate to this feeling, this is a terrible deal, so whatever we can do to help. We're up.
Over 850 people have been rescued, but 48 hours later, the hope of finding more alive is fading. This is Camp Mystic, a beloved girls' summer camp tucked into the Texas Hill Country. Early July 4th, as floodwaters surged through the Guadalupe, at least 24 campers were swept away, while counselors scrambled to save the rest. Search teams now stretch from just outside of Hunt to Kerrville on foot, on horseback, and by helicopter. Volunteers, law enforcement, and locals are scouring the valley mile by mile. In and around Hunt, the damage is some of the worst. Homes ripped from their foundations. But in the center of town, one old building stood firm, and it saved the life of its young owner.
And I woke up around 3 a.m. to the storm, to super loud thunder. And originally I thought someone broke into the house because I didn't even know it was supposed to be raining, let alone a flood coming. So I swing my feet over the bed, and my feet hit the floor. I'm like, that's water. I walked in here from that door right there, and there used to be a wooden deck right there through that door. And I looked to my left, and I saw that was just ripped up, and the water was just flooding in from there.
So at that point, how high was the water when you first got up?
It was about like a little bit higher than my ankle.
So I mean, at that point, that's scary, but it's not.
I was like still confused, like what's going on.
So then you open the door and a flood of water just rushes in.
Yeah, I was trying to close it. I don't know why, but yeah, I started walking back this way, and by that time there was furniture in the way right here that I was having to climb over.
And I'm looking here in your kitchen. I mean, the water definitely.
Yeah, it got up to the ceiling. This is where I was sleeping. I came back in here, and then that wooden box credenza thing was in this room. And I had the air mattress in here, so I threw all my stuff on the air mattress. And I was trying to get on the air mattress, but at this point it was like above my head. I had to think of how to get out of here. I tried opening the door wouldn't open. And I noticed the window was broken, so I swam through the window.
Not climbed, you swam.
Yeah, the water was high enough to where I was like standing like this against the window and I could pick myself up. I picked up my feet and I went through feet first. Climbed onto the meter box and I was standing up here for like 3 hours and the water was up to my knees at that point while I was standing up there.
So you couldn't quite get up onto the roof?
No, I tried. I mean, you can see where I tried to pull on the gutter and the gutter bent. I couldn't get up there, so I was standing here until the water finally started going down, which was like 3 hours later.
As far as warnings, Christian said the first emergency alert came long after it was too late.
There wasn't any sort of warning about the flood until it was already happening. Like I was standing up there and I got a severe flood warning on my phone when I was holding on there. So I was like, no shit, really.
Across the region, I kept hearing the same thing. People waking up to water with no warning. This was Burnett, Texas, July 5th. Another rain bomb, another watershed overwhelmed overnight.
What seems to
Now, still a little conspiracy in it. Y'all don't think that this odd they went against, I guess, with whoever, Trump, and next thing you know, they whole town get flooded out? Then the same thing happened in North Carolina. Stay focused, y'all. Shit is serious. People controlling the weather, man.
all of these floods together is that they happened at night, and everyone says they didn't know they were coming. There were no warnings. When Hamilton Creek left its banks, for instance, and rushed towards these homes, folks say there were no emergency responders banging on their doors. There were no alerts coming across their phones. They just heard water and then they stepped in it. And by that point, it was too late.
Looked towards the door, and I mean, the water was way up there, already coming in, and just in an instant, I called my neighbor and I said, water, I said, I'm getting flooded, Mike. Are you getting water? He said, yes. He said, oh my God.
Cat jumped on my chest and she says, do you know there's water? I said, yeah, it's raining. So I was laying on the couch and I got out, and as soon as I put my feet down, I said, whoa. I mean, it was way up there. I mean, and then it kept getting higher, and I heard some popping going on. I said, oh shoot, the electricity. So I just opened the window and busted the screen out and jumped out. So.
And how deep the water was, I guess,
waist
deep?
Yeah, it's right here.
That has to be like terrifying.
Yes, and I had to go real slow because I mean it was slick, and then the currents. I mean they were just.
Fortunately, the woman who lived in this apartment was not home when this flash flood happened. You can imagine what might have happened if she was. There is one concern, though, that this flood, combined with every other flood, might be forgotten. But there are communities like this throughout Texas, and they need help. Everything that were inside these apartments, all the clothes, the furniture, electronics, are ruined. They're a loss. And in many cases, so are people's cars. The water was up to the dash.
Everything. I mean, all of this is mud. All of this is freaking mud.
Different towns, different rivers, same nightmare. The alerts came too late or not at all.
Well, I'm just worried that you guys might get lost in the shuffle.
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah.
that might
Yes.
happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why I told him, don't worry about it.
That's a high possibility, yeah.
You stay with us.
It's going to come down to neighbors
You'll be
helping
fine.
neighbors,
Yes.
friends helping
Because
friends.
I mean they're still waiting. I was sitting over there waiting on the Red Cross, and they still haven't showed up. So I mean it's.
Mike at least was able to save his cat, but nothing else. Since 1913, according to the National Weather Service, 20 tropical cyclones or their remnants have dumped at least 15 inches of rain across inland Texas. This weekend was no different. One of the catalysts, Tropical Storm Barry. Its remnants helped fuel this entire disaster.
how a catastrophe like this happens is actually pretty easy to explain. It's because, quite frankly, the Guadalupe River Valley is one of the deadliest river valleys in the entire country. And here's why. The Guadalupe River itself comes from underground springs. So the force of the water typically isn't too strong. That's why you see here closer to the head springs, right across from Camp Mystic and Hunt, Texas, it's very narrow, very shallow. Further downstream around Kerrville.
So if you got some people, got some family, I'll say, people, family out there, you got family out there in Texas, I think you should check on them, especially if they're in this area. Check on them. Shouts out to everybody rock with the channel. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Make sure you share the video. Thank you to my boy IMBMF. Thank you for all you do. Shouts out to Lamont. Shouts out to Georgia Davis. Shouts out to Lamar Skate. Shouts out to G-Boy Films. Know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my own boy Craig Kowalski. Real one. Know what I'm saying? Big City stand up all the time. New Jersey 07103. We the car thieves, you know what I mean? It's your boy Constantine in this video. Peace.